So you've suddenly found yourself working from home when you're used to working in an office. Well, first of all, welcome to the family. All right, so no matter why you find yourself working from home now, transitioning your team from in-office work to remote work is actually pretty simple, thanks to technology. The Hubstaff team has been remote since the beginning, so we're gonna show you how to get your team up and running, even if you're not used to remote work at all. If you want more information on this topic, you can check out our blog post, and we'll be sure to link to it right down below in the video description. Now, the first thing we're gonna cover, it's important to get your files online. Most modern businesses use a range of software and apps to manage projects, communicate, track time, and much more. However, if most of your work happens offline, you might want to take some time up front to organize all of your files in a place that lets you access them remotely. For us, here are some of the most important tools. First, pretty much anything and everything from Google, as well as Dropbox for sharing and storing files, Invision for design, Moqups for wireframes, and GitHub for development. These different platforms make it incredibly easy to access and share your work. Next, keep your communication channels open. The first thing you'll notice when you switch from an office to a home setting is the lack of built-in communication. To keep everyone engaged, we recommend having a primary and preferably instant form of communication in addition to email. One of the most popular solutions is Slack, which is free for small teams to use for an unlimited period of time, or $8 a user per month for more features. Create a workspace for your team and you'll be able to keep communication going and see who's online. This is crucial for in-person teams who are used to being able to speak directly with their coworkers. Also, when you're just starting out with remote work, over-communication is actually pretty important, so communicate much more than you think you should. And moving right along, continue to hold your meetings as planned. Daily and weekly meetings should continue as planned, even if you or a team member is out of the office. And again, remember, software is your friend here. Zoom is a great option for large video conferences. You can also record the meeting so anyone who missed it can watch it later. Or if you want to change the meeting altogether, you can have a simple way for everyone to add their own updates. We like to use our own agile project management tool, Hubstaff Tasks, for its daily stand-ups feature, which prompts everyone to answer 3 questions at the end of each day. What did you work on today? What will you work on tomorrow? And are there any roadblocks standing in your way? Next, keep track of your work. When work happens in an office, it's pretty easy to see when people are number 1, in the office to begin with, and number 2, getting things done. When someone isn't used to working remotely, it can be challenging to keep a project on track. For this, again, we rely on our own time tracking and productivity app. Everyone on our team uses the desktop, web, or mobile timer to record work hours on specific projects and tasks. Some organizations choose to capture screenshots while the timer is running. Some track apps and URLs visited. And others choose to use the app purely for online timesheets. Settings can be customized per individual user, so it's really up to the manager and team. Continue to make time for small talk. You'll quickly notice the lack of conversation when you start working from home. So to combat this, start conversations just for the heck of it. Share your playlist or what you're watching lately, both of which we do actually have Slack channels for, and we just watch threads unfold. Managers should also model this behavior by engaging in non-work conversations too. And use a GIF whenever possible, because I promise you they are the unsung heroes of company culture. Moving on, it's important to learn how to close the door or put on headphones. You're probably going to look over at that pile of laundry or sink full of dishes, and there's really no way around it, but you can ignore it for now. When you work from home, it feels like there's this endless opportunity to tidy up the space around you. So make some coffee or tea and stay focused on the work you need to get done today, and get the house stuff done later. If you can't stand working in a messy space, then dedicate the first part of your morning to setting up the ideal work environment for you. And then finally, close the door and put on those headphones and focus on the work you need to get done. And the final thing we'll be covering in this video, seek out and provide regular updates. This one is a big one, so if you want to keep projects on track, it's important to check in with your teammates occasionally and see where they're at or if they need help with anything. For example, you might have a writer who needs access to a file before they can get started. Something like this can go unresolved unless they know to share their progress with you, and you yourself are actively looking to identify roadblocks. And there you have it. Again, we have more on the subject back on our blog, as well as a free ebook with over 100 pages on how you can successfully lead and manage a remote team. And if you found this video helpful, please feel free to hit that thumbs up right down below. And if you are new here, consider subscribing to the channel so you're notified of future video uploads. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.